Hi everyone, and welcome back to Queen G's Recipes, and today I'm going to be showing you how I like to make my homemade no-bake caramel flan. Now you will need caramel sauce to place over your flan once it's done, but I will leave the link in the description box because we already have that recipe on our channel and you can take a look at that and make your homemade caramelized sugar sauce. You can also buy some already prepared, so it's up to you depending on how much time you have or if you want to make it at home or not. Okay, so I'll leave that in the description box. And now let's go over what we're going to be needing for our no-bake caramel flan. So what I have here is 3 packages of gelatin. So I have 21 grams of gelatin in here. Here I have 3/4 cups of boiling water. Now this is for gelatin, to dissolve our gelatin. So whatever gelatin you're using, as long as you have 21 grams, follow the directions of how to dissolve your gelatin, and that's all you need to do because that's exactly what I'm doing. So here I have 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. We have 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and here I have 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, so 35% plus fat. And I also have 1.5 cups of milk. I'm using 2%, but if you have 3%, you can use that as well. It'll just add a little bit more creaminess. But it is already very creamy, very delicious, and super perfect. But if you want to change that, you can. Here we have some salt. I'm going to be using about 1/8 teaspoon or so. And I also have a giant Jello mold that I've had for many, many years. And it's something I use my no-bake flans in, but most definitely if you have a small bundt cake pan, you can use that as well. You just need to make sure that you grease it with some paper towel and a little bit of vegetable oil, less than 1/2 teaspoon of vegetable oil. Place it on your paper towel and make sure you grease the whole pan that you're using. You can also make single servings. I mean, you could do whatever you like. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dissolve our gelatin. So I'm going to take my water, place it into my gelatin, and mix. Oh, it would have been better if I had a bigger bowl. Let me just switch to a bigger bowl. Okay, so I placed my gelatin and hot water in a bigger bowl. That small one was not working out. So now I'm just stirring until my gelatin is completely dissolved. If you notice that your gelatin isn't completely dissolved or you find little chunks, just place it in your microwave for about 10 seconds or so and it should finish dissolving if you run into that problem. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gelatin, set it aside because we will need it in less than like 5 minutes or so. So let's move on to making our no-bake flan. Okay, so into our blender here, we're going to add in our sweetened condensed milk. We'll add in our vanilla. We're going to add in our milk and cream mixture. Okay. And we're going to add in a pinch of salt. So like I said, about 1/8 teaspoon. All right, so we're going to mix this in our blender for about 1 minute. Then we'll add in our gelatin mixture and we'll mix for another minute. Okay, so now I'm going to remove the lid from my blender, and we're going to take a spatula and we're going to scrape down the sides just to make sure there's no sweetened condensed milk or anything stuck here, and we have a nice creamy mixture because remember it's a no-bake. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my gelatin mixture here. And we're going to mix for another hour. Oh my goodness, for another minute. So let's mix again for another minute. Okay, so I have a lid for my flan here, but if you don't, just cover it with some aluminum foil, nice and tightly covered, and place it in your fridge. So we're going to place this into our fridge for about 3 to 4 hours, and then I'll let you know what it looks like once we're done. Okay, so my No-Bake Caramel Flan was in the fridge for exactly 3 hours. Okay, so if you prefer to have your flan all very smooth and not have these little bubbles on the top here, you can substitute the whipping cream for the table cream, which is half and half cream. You can use that instead of the whipping cream. Use the same directions, just switch it up. Okay, so now we're going to invert it onto a platter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it with my caramelized sugar here that I have had reserved for a few days in my fridge. The recipe will be in the description box, as I previously mentioned. So I'm just going to top my flan with it. Okay, so here we have our No-Bake Caramel Flan. It makes it much more creamier and smooth. And you know what? That's totally up to you. You can decide what you want to do there. But now we're going to cut a piece and we're going to try it. Look at this, just perfect. And now we'll try some of our No-Bake Caramel Flan. It tastes amazing, so creamy, so delicious, so simple to make with very few ingredients, and I really suggest you guys try this recipe. You will love it. Perfect for this time of year. You don't have to place it into your oven. All you have to do is allow it to refrigerate for a few hours, and that's about it. So I'm going to leave you guys with this nice, delicious recipe, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a nice big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So don't forget to hit that notification bell so you will be notified every time I upload a new and delicious recipe. And don't forget to share the recipe with your family and friends and enjoy it. So I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye everyone.